We start with the very latest from London. The injured has now, number of injured people is now up to 22. This happened earlier today after an explosion on a tube train in London's Parsons Green Station. The investigative agencies say it's now being treated as a terrorist incident. London's ambulance service has confirmed that 22 people are injured, some with facial injuries.
Well, I'm afraid my information is limited, and it really is important not to speculate at the moment. I think obviously everybody should keep calm and go about their lives in the normal way, as normal as they possibly can. As far as I understand the matter, the British Transport Police, TfL are on it, and they will be updating their websites as and when we get more information.
The Cobra Emergency Committee meeting is underway, and London's Mayor Sadiq Khan is also a part of the meeting. Earlier today, in her statement, Prime Minister Theresa May said that her thoughts and prayers are with those who are injured. The police first got the news of a blast inside the tube train at about 8:20 a.m. British time. The Metropolitan Police said that it was too early to confirm the cause of the fire, but several people have been injured, it said. Let's also listen in to what the Assistant Commissioner of Police had to say soon after the incident.
So, firstly, in relation to the incident, as you've reported, at 8:20 this morning at Parsons Green Tube Station, there was an explosion on a tube train. Police have attended. We now assess that this was a detonation of an improvised explosive device. As you'll have seen, the reports of 18 injuries, and I understand most of those to be flash burns. The scene currently remains cordoned off and the investigation continues. In terms of the police response, as you'd expect, well-practiced command structures have come into shape. An operation led and coordinated by the Metropolitan Police, working with our colleagues from British Transport Police and others. The investigation is being led by the Metropolitan Police Counter-Terrorism Command, part of the National Counter-Terrorism Policing Network. And there are many urgent inquiries ongoing now, with hundreds of detectives involved, looking at CCTV, forensic work and speaking to witnesses. This investigation is supported by our colleagues from MI5 and bringing their intelligence expertise to bear on the case. Finally, in terms of the police response, I would emphasise that Londoners particularly can expect to see an enhanced police presence, particularly across transport system, across the day. Finally, in respect of what I would ask from the public, firstly, any member of the public with any information about this incident should please call us as a matter of urgency. Any urgent information, of course, they can call 999, but if they want to give us any background information, they can call us on the anti-terrorism hotline on 0800 789 321. Also, anybody with images, often people take photos and film at the scene of such incidents. Anybody with with images from the incident can contact us. We have a website where they can download the images to, and I'll ask broadcasters to run that website address across their ticker tape over the next hour. Finally, I'd ask the public to remain vigilant across London and to be alert and assisting us, but not to be alarmed. Thank you very much.
And let's go across live to WION's London Bureau Chief, Mandy Clark. She joins me live right now. Mandy, thanks so much for joining us. Mandy has been giving us updates from the ground there. The latest we're hearing, Mandy, is that the number of injured is now up to 22. What more can you tell us about the condition of the people who are already being treated at various hospitals in London?
Yeah, well, that figure comes from the NHS, the National Health Service, and they said, as they normally do in a mass casualty event, they have spread those victims across at least 5 hospitals in the surrounding area, just to make sure they don't overwhelm one hospital. The injuries, many of the injuries are linked to what the police detectives described as a flash burn, and that was from the explosion itself. So we do know that is, in all likelihood, the treatment they're getting for burns, some of the more severely injured ones. There's also quite a few injuries sustained as people panicked after the explosion, trying to run up those concrete stairs And so certainly there's also scrapes and bruises and some more superficial injuries. Some people walk themselves to hospital. So there's a range of injuries that the hospital staff are dealing with.
Right. Mandy, do stay with me. A lot of reactions, in fact, pouring in right after the news broke of this terror incident in London. In fact, London's Mayor Sadiq Khan, he's come out with a statement just a short while ago. He's condemned this terrorist attack, calling hideous terrorists, calling them hideous. And he also said that we will never be defeated. Let's take a listen.
The terrorist attack this morning was an attempt by evil and cowardly individuals to kill, to injure and to disrupt our way of life. And I want to pay tribute to the commuters on the tube, to the Transport for London staff and to the others who acted swiftly this morning. And thankfully there aren't any serious injuries. Thankfully there aren't any life-threatening injuries, but there are, I'm afraid, 18 people who've been taken to a number of hospitals across London. And I'll pay tribute to the police and security services who, as we speak, are following up various lines of inquiry to ensure those responsible for this evil and cowardly attack are caught.
Of course, terrorism has become a huge concern for Britain, for people in Britain over there. But Mandy, when we started reporting about this incident, there was a turning point when the Metropolitan Police came out and said that we are treating this incident as one related to terror, and that perhaps when things really took a turn. And now, as we're given to understand, a lot of agencies are working simultaneously to figure out what exactly happened and who was behind this ID blast.
Yeah, so that's going to be the police's main objective, to really find out who was behind this blast. It is the 5th terror incident to hit London in 2007, which is an incredible figure. And simply put, London has not received a sustained terror attack since the 1970s during the IRA bombing campaign. So certainly the counter-terrorism police is under phenomenal amount of pressure. They say they've already foiled 6 complex terror attacks, but we see these, what seems to be, and we don't know with this attack, but a lot of these lone wolf attacks keep slipping through the net. The Westminster attack, of course, was lone wolf. The one in Manchester, the arena. So the individual attacks are a lot harder to catch, but the police are working hard at those more complicated ones. What they're going to be focusing on, trying to find out who's behind this attack. Is there any other devices out there? And was this person part of a wider network that are planning even more attacks?
We'll leave it at that for the moment. Thanks so much, Mandy Clark, for joining us and getting us the very latest inputs there on this terror-related case that we're tracking in London. Well, in related news, reaction has also come in from the US President Donald Trump. He's expressed his concerns on the London tube attack. Here's what he says in a tweet. Another attack in London by a loser terrorist. These are sick and demented people who were in the sights of Scotland Yard, must be proactive. Loser terrorists must be dealt with in a much tougher manner. The internet is their main recruitment tool, which we must cut off and use better. He also goes on to say that the travel ban into the United States should be far larger, tougher and more specific, but stupidly, that would not be politically correct. That's the US President reacting to the London tube incident earlier today, calling for a stricter travel ban.
Blast on London tube.
Major breaking news coming out from London right now. An explosion reportedly hits London Underground train.
Several people have been injured. The number is yet unclear.
Panic and mayhem during rush hour.
We are yet to know whether it was a deliberate act or it was a mere accident.
This is a possible potential terror attack which may have taken place.
There was mass panic after the explosion and police are on the scene.
Big story, first on WION.